Hey everyone, just another quick one here tonight. So I watched this video like 2 mornings ago, yesterday morning, from Brian Young from HighImpactFlix, High Impact TV, whatever you want to call it. No, when I watched it on his Odysee channel here, which is right here, just titled "Mind Blowing" when you see it when you see it and verify it yourself. So and I've known about this. I've never seen it quite done this way. And it was very well what he did here. But what he does here, he goes through and he used Yahoo Finance for all this. And he pretty much talks about how every media corporation, like this media corporation is gobbled up by this one, and that media corporation is gobbled up by that one. You know, how CNN is owned by or is bought by Time Warner, and then Time Warner was purchased by AT&T. So he goes through all the media networks and he looks at their stock information, and he goes into to look at who is their top shareholders. And then he also goes into every one of the big um, media corporations like, CNN and Fox, and he goes through that. But then he also goes into the big farm companies. And I don't mean plowing, planting seeds. You know what I mean? Farm A, pharma. Um, But in what it's interesting to see in this video, and I encourage you to go watch it, and I'll put the link in here. Now he probably posted it on more than Odysee. I know he also has a Bitchute channel, he has a Rumble channel, and he has a YouTube channel. I know not everything that he posts goes onto YouTube, but what we found is that in almost all these big corporations, whether it's the media corporations, the big farm corporations, there's three big names that are the biggest shareholders of all of them. That being the Vanguard Group, which is shown right here. We got the Vanguard Group, we got BlackRock, and we got State Street. So those three names keep popping up all the time, and not down in the 8th or 9th or 10th list. They're usually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. As you can see, I don't know how well you can see this, but like in this one, this is I don't even know which one he's showing here, to be honest with you, because I didn't really, I just paused this in this certain place. But for this particular one here, so Vanguard Group holds 391 shares of this stock. BlackRock Group, or sorry, 391 billion, 391, or sorry, 391 million shares. BlackRock Group has 317 million shares, and State Street has 170 million shares. See if I can just go back here real quick. Okay, so here he's talking about Comcast. Okay, so their stock is worth $54 at the day that he did this. So that's just Comcast. And I don't want to like blow his video here, but and then he goes through Viacom, which is like CBS, right? And then again, we got Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, 1, 2, 3. So I encourage you to go in and watch this video, and look up who is the Vanguard Group, who is BlackRock, who is State Street, because once you find out that information, you may actually know who really is controlling things, who really is telling the media what to say. And there's a reason why, even though Fox is supposed to be the enemy or against the other side of CNN and MSNBC and things, their biggest shareholders are the same people. So you don't think that these companies are influenced by these major shareholders who own billions of dollars worth of their stock? You don't think that they have an influence? So once you find out the answers to these questions, and I don't know all the answers, right? I don't know at this point right now, I don't know who is in charge of the Vanguard Group. I don't know who is in charge of BlackRock. I don't know who's in charge of State Street. But I'm sure we can guess at some names, right? And this may be who a lot of people refer to as the deep state. Those who nobody ever really knows about, but who are really the people who are controlling things. So it isn't about, let's just bash CNN because CNN lies, or MSNBC lies, or Fox News lies, or Fox News did this, or CNN won't admit this. Sometimes it's not about that, because they'll never admit it, because they're told by these people what to say or what not to say. And it isn't Jeff Bezos or I can't even think of the guy who heads CNN now. Maybe just no. Jeff Bezos is Amazon. But anyway, so I forget the guy's name right now. It's not relevant, but just take a look at this stuff, and maybe it'll pop something in your head. I'm going to look into a little bit more about Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street. I know BlackRock right now and Vanguard are two of the biggest companies right now that are buying up property. I don't think a day goes by where we don't get a phone call asking us if we're interested in selling our house. I know my wife gets annoyed by it, but she has fun with it sometimes because um, it doesn't really matter. You know, like my house is not worth $1 million. We'll just say that. It's much less than that. But we always tell people, you know, like I had one the other day. The guy called and asked if I was interested in selling my house. I'm like, now that you think about it, I am kind of interested. And the guy was like, well, what do you think you'd want for it? I'm like, I was thinking I wanted $1 million, but I kind of thought that was ridiculous. So I'm willing to settle for 975,000. Click. And this stuff happens all the time. But part of the plan is to buy up all the property and then make you rent back from them eventually. Maybe not the same property, but they're going to have a bunch of rules in place where, where you have to have cameras, we have to have security, we have to have access to it. If you don't have the jab, you can't live here. We won't rent to you. So just, again, I'll put the link in this Odysee video here for you, but I encourage you to go and watch this. It's like 15 minutes long, but it's very well done, and he really breaks it down well. So go check it out if you want, and I will see you tomorrow night.